We're live at the Howard.
The Howard.
At the Howard. You like the scenery behind us?
Yes.
That's actually really. Let me turn it there. There we go. Oh,
The lighting's
look at the
not that
chat.
bad.
The lighting's pretty good.
You have a lamp above you.
Yeah. Well, we got lights right above us. Hello, people. We are here drinking at the
We
Howard.
could see so many less things on the screen with this tiny screen as opposed to the big ass one at home. Your other one,
I know.
I
'cause
was just pointing it out. I wasn't suggesting.
Well,
doing it.
what can you do?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't have a
It was
choice
just
here.
an observation. Damn.
Yeah. Jesus. So our special guest, we have Matt.
This guy, right there.
This guy. I don't even know your name. What's your name?
I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. I forgot.
This is Pietro.
Yeah, sure.
Pietro, and then Chris. So they're all here for F1 because it's like F1 weekend.
There's a lot of people here for F1.
There is.
You should have seen how quick the lot filled up today.
Oh, really?
Dude, so they shrunk down the size of the RV lot where all the marshals can camp
Oh yeah.
to like 3 rows because they opened that much more space up for people to pay.
Damn.
To
For
camp.
parking.
Yeah.
Wow.
All on-site parking is sold out, right?
Yeah.
I saw that all on-site parking is sold
And
out.
I'm sure that it was a couple $100 minimum to park your RV there for a
Oh,
weekend.
at least.
Coda is cleaning up this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the pent up hey, need to get out. There was no F1 last year, so I'm sure people are like, ah.
And even the non F1 fans, just the people that are going to be going to the concerts.
Yep.
The amount of
Yep.
money.
Billy Joel bring the crowd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
the boss.
He doesn't like Billy Joel. I thought Bruce Springsteen was the boss.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty
Shows how much I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Whatever.
Bruce Springsteen's the boss.
That's how much I care about that stuff. Say hello to $34 beer. No, they're like 12. $10 to $12 beers.
Are they that cheap?
Last year,
$12?
or 2 years ago, I think they were like $9 or $12 or something.
They don't let us drink on the track.
Track,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't get to drink.
It's unfortunate.
Are you guys in Vegas?
Nope.
No.
We're in the Howard, which
We're in
is better
Austin.
than Vegas.
Way better than
Yeah.
Vegas. Screw Vegas.
You can see the 355 engine right
Oh yeah, that's the 355 engine right
Yeah,
there.
all torn apart.
Yeah. There's more videos on that coming out on Tuesday.
We had mic issues, so I apologize in advance.
Oh, yeah. We had a camera failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You confused Billy Joel with Springsteen.
Whatever,
You're
man.
just about to make a bunch of middle-aged white dudes angry.
Great. You know what? If I piss people off, they'll comment. That's great. So bring it on.
Richard was here when I got here.
Was he?
And he left.
Yeah.
Because they, notice how it stinks in here? It's because they sealed the floor. That's the chemical.
The crowd.
Oh.
Yeah, the grout.
Well, it doesn't
Throw
smell that bad.
I smelled it. So Richard's not here. Richard's at home.
Oh, Mousetrap.
coming in.
The Renault engine is the best we have ever won over and over. There's no one to challenge us why we Renault let's pick the scrap left over. Well, I mean, Renault's French, and I'm going to say, no offense, Mousetrap, but now you're following up with another one already? Hold on. Does commenting help in the lives? I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. But ask us your questions.
Yeah, ask anyway.
Everybody always waits until 3 minutes left.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
like-
it's
like-
oh, you got a question.
this
I got a question.
This is supposed to be a conversation.
Yeah.
Mousetrap. Again, after a while, sole prior generation of championship F1 multi-win over and over again. It became boring for us. No challenging, nothing. What are you? What?
Because Renault is French, and if he lives in
Yeah.
the French Canadian part
Well,
of
of
Canada,
course, but when was this?
Yeah, I mean,
no, they were
0506.
Yeah, Renault,
That was still
Well,
very competitive, though.
and then
These are really cool.
Red Bull had Renault engines.
Yeah,
for a
that's
long
true.
time,
Yeah,
and they
that's
went
still-
from-
oh, no, Schumacher with Benetton?
No, he was a Ferrari.
Well, he
was
was
originally with.
yeah, with
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you ruined yourself by buying a boat. That was not my fault. I take no responsibility over that one. Stu's asking. Okay, so it's a little early, but we'll bring it up again later. Stu's talking about tomorrow night, or not tomorrow, Saturday night, we are having a F1 reception here at the Howard. It is invite only. There's already about 50 people coming, so parking is going to be a.
Bitch. Oh, he said we can use the place across the street.
Oh, really?
He said they have shift change from 7 o'clock to 7:15 ish.
Okay.
So
And after that, it's free.
yeah,
It's only-
So late bloomers,
can park
people that
over
show up
there.
at like 8 can
Yeah.
go park. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Well, anyway, any of you who are in town for F1, if you didn't already see our post about this, you
Slide into our DMs.
got to message us or email us or whatever. Although we're yeah, right. We're kind of near the limits of what we're going to allow to come because this place is not that big, and
That's what she said.
I don't know how the hell we're going to have 50 people here. Oh, here we go. When we left Renault, we were king before Ferrari. Well, yeah. 'Cause-
Ferrari hasn't been king for quite some time.
Oh, jeez.
Alonso was the last time.
Was
We
it?
didn't even-
No,
we had a championship with him. Raikkonen was the last champion.
No, Raikkonen was last year.
With
Jeez.
Renault?
No,
Oh, with Ferrari. Yeah.
That was
Hey,
like 07.
Smash or Pass is
I
a great
know.
segment.
I'm so glad that people like it. 'Cause
I'm
it
glad.
was actually fun to film.
That one's really fun. We
Yeah.
like it. Okay, well, good. Believe it or not, guess whose idea that was?
It wasn't.
No,
No.
of course not.
No,
It
no.
was Meg's.
It was Meg's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She actually has a lot. She has more good ideas than the rest of the company.
right.
I mean,
just-
not that the company is a high bar standard, but
Oh, hey, for you, I just watched Kevin Estra in a Porsche going around Nürburgring track, and it was amazing. Thought I would like that. That Porsche sounded amazing.
not all Porsches, but a lot of Porsches sound amazing.
Was that the new GT4 RS? Does it say? What car?
What car was that in?
They just posted the video of the GT4 RS.
Let's see.
It's crazy that
Wouldn't the Cosworth be king of engines? Cosworth makes some pretty good shit.
the last time they joined F1, they bailed in like 2 years because they were so bad.
John's giving Mousetrap shade. What does Canada have to do with Renault? French. French. I have actually, you know what? I have a major problem with Renault because Renault made the engine in my wife's Mini that blew the fuck up. And I threw an F-bomb out there and it was worth it because that thing blew up and it was a Renault piece of crap. So
we rented a Renault in Ireland. It was all right. It's like I don't want
so it's Meg's fault. I joined that Facebook group after watching that. Yes,
to
blame Megan.
It's
Shmee. Oh,
I was gonna say it's a shame Meg's not watching so she could see that.
she might be. She might be.
No, she hasn't replied to Sly.
Well, she might be
replies yet.
busy with the baby and stuff.
Yes.
Shmee going around the ring in his new Black Series was a pretty good video. I don't really watch much Shmee. I like him. I met him. Super nice guy. I don't really like his videos that much.
Sassy, I think we're on the inside of the track. I'll be at turn 17 working. I'll have a headset on, and my tabard will say Deputy Chief Marshal. So if you see that, that's me. Say hi. But I'm not sure if people will be able to get to the inside.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, there is
anyone can get to
there
our
is a
corner. I
row.
think it's VIP.
Ooh, VIP.
Whoever the. I don't know.
Any
It's a-
thoughts about Andretti potentially joining F1 and hiring an American IndyCar driver to drive an F1?
I think that would be
Great.
awesome.
Great.
Hopefully, he has the experience and the money to actually be able to do it properly.
I think we just saw something.
Who's the
What?
driver though? Who's the driver that you bring?
So what?
I think we were just talking about that over there.
Oh,
Yeah, I think-
John asks, is a Lexus,
I think Andretti's buying-
here you go, is a Lexus LC 400 a supercar?
no,
No. Or an LC 500?
no. The
No.
only car that Lexus made that's a supercar is the LFA.
Are you all having a meetup before the race? So I guess we'll announce it again. For any of you that didn't know, we're having an F1 reception here at the Howard Saturday night, 7 p.m. after qualifying, but you have to contact us in order to get an invite because we don't want people just showing up.
You have to slide into our DMs.
Yes. Yes. There you go. And that's quiet.
It's very quiet. What?
I don't know who that is.
I've never heard it. Do you know who that driver is?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Con.
Mitch would know.
Mitch would know?
Mitch knows all the drivers.
I can't. What's their
Conlon. Berta?
Oh, heard that. Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Son.
Who?
Brian Hurt's son. Yeah.
I don't know who that
I
is.
mean, I guess he's showing potential in IndyCar.
Someone asks, Richard owns the 355? No. And you guys are doing the work on it for profit sharing when it's finished? Yes. So Richard does not own 355. It is actually a gentleman in Ohio. And but yes, when we finish it up, the goal is to sell it, and then he's cutting us in on it. Come on, John. Only Lexus Eagles Supercar is the LFA.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. And that car actually sounds like an F1 car.
Yeah.
The LFA.
Is a Nissan GTR supercar? No. Dear God, no. First of all, it's a Nissan. Second of all, no. I actually hate those cars.
I don't like the GTR, but I think old Nissans, they made amazing cars.
They were
Not
beautiful.
supercars.
No, they were
But
great
they were
sports cars.
Fun car. Oh, hell
Sure,
yeah. They were
280Z. No, like the old 240, 280Z.
Yeah.
Like an R32. Like an R38.
Yeah. Those are all cool.
And I don't even like old cars, and an old Nissan would be awesome.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
They look
New
great.
GTRs log your launches, and if you do too many, you avoid your warranty.
And meanwhile, Porsche is over here like, oh, you can do
Launch that
50, you can do 50 back to back, and it's on video. And they're like, yeah, we'll warranty the clutch.
Well, you can.
Greetings from Kazakhstan.
Canada,
Nice.
eh?
Canada, eh? All right. Let's see. I think the GTR start at 110. Could be.
Probably. That doesn't make them a supercar, though.
Yeah, price doesn't dictate.
The 300Z was cool looking. I actually like the 280s more,
Yeah.
but
The 240 was a cool car.
240 was cool.
Yeah.
I always love when people shove the giant LS in them.
LS all the things.
Yes,
Well, we saw a Porsche at the Porsche versus Ferrari that had an LS motor in it.
that's right. We did.
Yeah.
That's sacrilege.
No, it's not.
No, I agree. Like, it should be done. But I was just like, oh, of course there's an LS motor in Porsche.
Well, you know,
It's a pretty common thing.
Oh,
it's
Yeah.
usually a 996 too.
Is a 996
Yeah,
TT a supercar?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
For its day, it was.
No,
Supercar? No. A very good sports car?
Helping
Yes.
or hurting? Helping or hurting?
Okay.
I don't.
Hurting.
Porsche hasn't made too many supercars.
No, the Carrera GT.
The Carrera GT.
918.
Dude, that's like
Yeah,
a hyper
the 918.
car.
Yeah.
I'd consider
918 is one of the holy trinity.
959 was.
959.
That was
Dude, but
Yeah.
all right, what about G?
The 959, that was like the OGs.
Yeah, that was the
that
original.
Yeah, I mean, that thing had more.
All right, what about the GT2 and GT3 RSs? Those are getting their performance
I mean-
numbers.
I mean, it's still a 911, just doesn't want power.
That's the problem, right?
like, how do you define?
this is
we had
this is
a
my
video
fundamental-
idea.
Where do you
this is
draw
my
the line?
fundamental problem with the 911. You can have a 911 that is literally a piece of shit, and you can have a 911 that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
No, make them different cars.
Eh.
I just hate that because it's like that's like, hey, we got this Ferrari shit box over there. It's fucking 50 grand, and you know it's slow as crap. But over there is a $300,000 Ferrari. You know, I mean, that's my problem with Porsche.
Tell us how you really feel, Dan.
That's my problem with Porsche. I just did. I explained it emphatically. Oh, here we go.
Mousetrap again. Thank you.
I think Mousetrap's just trolling John while John trolls Mousetrap.
Working in your
Whatever, yeah. Quack, quack. I did get 2 quacks in there. I'm sorry. I just, whatever. You should look for a 456 to work on and flip next. Here's the problem with the 456. You can't probably make any money on it. So it's not like, the problem is they're just not desired. Like, in order to flip a car for a profit, it has to be a really desirable car. And the 956 or the 456 is just people just don't really like them that much.
We're pretty sure we know what our next flip will be.
Probably.
We'll
Go.
tell you guys off camera if you want to know.
Yeah.
We can't let them know.
Didn't you do a video on that 1456, that rare one?
Yeah, and it was awesome. It was super cool.
Yeah.
I loved it, but again, think about that. It's like a 1 of 8 or whatever it was.
And it's still not worth
It's
a whole
still
lot.
not worth that much, and people still don't want it
Why is that?
Rare.
because it's a 4-seat Ferrari. Who the hell wants a 4-seat Ferrari?
Why? So you don't like the FS and the
I do.
GTC?
The economy, the market does not. I love them. The market doesn't want
Yeah,
it.
I think
you
they're
have
ugly.
kids now, so you're gonna want that extra seat, man. You can't get everybody in the 458.
I don't care.
That's what he's got that big ass truck for.
Yeah. Like, dude, if there's more than 2 people, sorry, bro. Go find your own ride.
GT2 RS would spank your car. That's true. It would.
Which year?
Two
Depends.
pennies between them and another 300 horsepower.
And like, here's the problem: is like when people start saying, "Oh, like this thing's faster than your car." I'm like, cool. If I have more money, I can find something that'll beat your car. It doesn't
And
matter.
the year plays a lot in it too, because a Toyota Camry will beat.
Yeah, 355.
Yeah,
A brand new Toyota Camry can beat a 355.
yeah, with the V6. Yeah. Oh,
That's not what it's about.
don't start with the Ferrari SUV and Dan.
No, Jesus.
Yeah.
Who brought that up? Where is that? Who brought it up? And go away. Where is it?
And
You're banned.
Lamborghini just stole. It's just a kind.
They can't keep them in stock.
yeah, but I think it looks good though. I like the.
Jesus Christ. Really, bro?
Wow, really?
What happened?
Just go away.
That is.
Stupid people. Anyway. The most annoying thing about that is now I have to scroll back. Oh, Fred's here.
Fred is here.
Dan, thanks for saving me $43,000. Here's your cut.
They bailed on you, Fred?
Yeah, you're gonna have to call me and give me an update.
Yeah.
'cause
I want to know. I know what happened. He
I
told
was
me about
telling
what's
him,
happened.
yeah, he was like, "What? That's awesome." Well, not really, but it's crazy. So, damn it, I want to see what someone else had something to say and it went away.
Oh wait, what did Mousetrap say? It said no. Scroll up.
I vote to stop
the
quack censorship.
Oh.
I need over 400 quacks to get the prize. Well, no, then you want the quack censorship. You just want
Yeah.
to quack more.
Yeah, you want more and more. The idiot owner has a 43 payout note.
He's
So-
got a payday loan on it.
The whole thing fell through. Wait, how do you put a payday loan on that car? Like,
If you have a title,
no,
it's
no,
a
I
title
know,
loan.
I know.
It's easy to do.
Why would you do that on that? Like,
Someone's trying to do something sketchy, didn't have the money, and thought he'd get some quick bucks. And
it's so stupid. I was
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing that car and driving it.
well, it's not over yet.
Huh?
997.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to talk about too much because, like, in case it
This
still,
could be spicy video.
yeah, if it still goes through, I think it's really loud.
The ice maker.
Yeah. The quacks add humor unless Josh is there because then you can't hear anything. Yeah. CNC debacle apparently required, or Woodside Credit now requires a title search.
He should have told him, like, I'm the person that, like, did
Got
some
involved.
snooping. Yeah.
Yeah. We have video of Fred.
Well, Fred, like, did some recon work for us on
He
the
did.
ground. He was our boots on the ground. He went, like, found a garage with some Asian dude that barely knew what he was saying, asking about a Ferrari and everything. It was great.
Saw an old video of the CNC showroom. Wow. Yeah, back in 2 years ago, it was amazing. I went there. Fred and I went there 2-3 years ago.
You met Clay, didn't you?
Yeah, I actually met Clay, talked to him and stuff. And
And little did you know at the time he was. such
who
a
would have
scammer.
ever thought? Like, it was crazy because, like, you see that showroom and you're just like, wow, this is amazing. Like they had the craziest cars there. They had a shoot. What was that insane super limited Murcielago? I forgot what it's called. But it's like a one of 6 Murcielago that was there in the showroom. You're just like, oh my god, like, this is a $500,000, $750,000 car. They had a Pagani there and all this crazy shit. You're just like, okay.
A Pagani would be cool. I don't think I've ever seen a Pagani in person.
They're one of those cars that you have to stare at it for a long time to see all the details.
Yeah.
It's like you need an hour to just stare at it, and the more you soak it in, the more you just appreciate
Like
it.
I've heard even like the
bolts.
are just
Every
like,
single nut and bolt has a Pagani logo. Every single one. They make their own
yeah.
because
Why not?
can't get that Home Depot bolt.
Still in the name of the-
Huh?
It's still a name.
I know.
still in the union order.
I think they look amazing. I hate the fact that they sound like shit.
I don't think that they sound bad, but then again, I'm
And oh hey, who's this? Car
far
Fun. Is it reasonable to think a person could daily a 456 or 355, work remote, and don't drive a ton of miles every day? Yes and no.
Like,
I
you
mean-
can daily anything.
Like, yeah, it depends on your tolerance of pain.
Yeah. And are you talking about the F1 or are you talking about the 60?
Yeah.
Big difference.
So it's kind of like the 456. Obviously, you could do a better job than the 355 because you actually have more trunk space and so on and so on. But the 355 would be difficult just because. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, here's the thing. I don't think I'd want to daily drive any Ferrari, period, ever. It just,
You don't want to daily drive what?
A Ferrari.
FFs are daily driven all the time. GT.
they are, but do you really want, so here's the problem. There's a stigma attached to having a Ferrari. You go park that thing in a regular setting and someone's going to see the Ferrari logo and be like, screw that guy.
That's what's nice about having a 911. Nobody gives a shit.
True.
There's a guy that parks his GTC4 at the airport that I work at, and he's there. That car's parked there constantly. Nobody touches it. People are nervous to get anywhere near.
Maybe, but
You just
until
have to wait to
they're not.
find the right jackass.
Right, you find
Yeah.
the right scorned, jealous
Well,
asshole.
somebody put gum on his
Yeah.
Ferrari.
Didn't someone try to take a photo on top of your hood or something?
I had to push them off my car.
Yeah.
They were sitting on the front of my car.
What's a fake Ferrari? A Fiat or
Alpha?
Alpha? That's what I meant. I
Yeah.
immediately went to fix it again. Tony.
The GTC4 is an amazing car, yes.
They're not loaning cars.
Who are your friends in the back? Oh, well, I guess you guys will reintroduce. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Matt. Adam's friend.
Yep, my friend.
I'm Chris. I'm nobody's friend.
I'm Pietro, Dan's friend.
Oh, if you a little tidbit, Pietro and I are involved in the Garage Queen.
Garage Queen.
Oh, that's you.
That's
You didn't know.
I know. I read that. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
There's just some cool cars coming up soon.
Yes, we actually do. Yeah. I know Pietro by name.
The name. I've heard the name over and over. I just didn't connect it when.
Yeah, right?
I'm boring, so it's.
I'm boring. How the hell are you boring? For God's sake, please don't use. Oh, please use drink coasters. Sorry, Richard.
Oh.
Hold on, let me clean it. I'm cleaning it up right now.
Mine is actually sitting on my cell phone. So.
Mine is not. There's watermarks here. Sorry, Richard.
That caught me off. I didn't realize that was Richard that said that.
I said he wasn't gonna watch till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell, Richard?
Get out of here, Richard. What the hell?
Jeez.
Ban.
Only problem with the Lusso is it made it with an 8-cylinder, which they should have always had in the FF, but they took out the all-wheel drive. Actually, you can get a Lusso with a V12. The V12 Lusso. So. What the?
What is going on tonight?
What the hell is with this shit?
What is that? Just people trolling?
Yeah, it's just trolls.
The J-Lo Mofo podcast. Thank you for
On.
$20.
Just put out cool content. Keep it up, you guys. Thank you.
It's got to be the same guy.
It's just a bunch of retards. Oh my god, they spammed the hell out of it. Sorry about the comments by stupid people.
Wow, how did that avatar picture make it through?
That's the fascinating thing. Like, why is okay? Whatever. I don't even. You know what? We're not even gonna talk about it.
Yeah, don't put that
Yeah.
on there.
It's just not even worth it. So anyway, he's gone. Bye bye.
Damn, look at your old garage picture compared to the new garage.
I know, right? Yeah. It's pretty sad when you see that. You're like, oh geez.
Corkboard, now you got like nice cabinets.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of your lights, not gonna lie.
Richard, you left the keys to the wrong crowd.
Yeah. His ass.
Yeah, we were just talking about like there's people out there who would like disrespect your car. We just proved that like yeah, those people are out there. Just wait for those idiots to go see your car. I always like that one.
Yeah.
Ripped.
Who sent the $20 just so that we can make sure we get it? Thank him for it.
The
Joe
Joe Low
Mofo
Mofo
podcast.
podcast.
Is that
Wait,
the one that you-
oh,
Thank you for the $20, by the way.
I'll switch to beer. Just give me a beer.
And then Mousetrap, thank you again.
What do you have?
Miller Lite.
Same. Thank you.
So where are you guys sitting for F1?
That.
Turn 4.
Alicia?
I know I have a 12-cylinder, but I think they should have always just had an 8-cylinder, still close to my dream car. I actually think they should have both. Why not? But I'm sad the 8-cylinder is a turbo. Do you like the super fast? Would you own one? I think they're awesome. I would not own one. I don't personally like the V12 front engine cars, the Grand Tours. They're not my cup of tea. They're great cars, but it's not my style of car. Thank you, sir.
I'm good, thank you. So what do you think about the 296
Oh,
outside? No, bathrooms are out, the double doors
Oh
to the
yeah,
right.
that way.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta go out and turn right.
there's the sitters and the standers.
Yeah. Kids stirred on Strads, carbon fiber hood to take an Instapic. Jesus. Like, what kind of.
He didn't let them do that, did he?
I think I remember that. I think he said, like, hey, like, that's not cool. And you probably damaged the hood.
Yeah, I know. Like carbon fiber is strong, but only in one direction.
Well, you realize all these Ferraris are aluminum. So when people, like, start, like, leaning against the cars and stuff, you can dent them.
Very easily.
I mean, like that would dent it.
Aluminum doesn't like to go back.
No. And so, like, I just, every time someone leans against the car, I'm like, please stop.
I'm
Anyway.
pretty sure my truck got dented in HEB parking lot and it's aluminum.
Oh, that's right. The Ford
Yeah,
trucks are aluminum now.
No, my whole truck.
Well,
yeah, we don't.
we know about that.
Yeah.
That's another story.
There's a video on the channel about that.
Yeah.
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 I must have missed that one.
Oh, the 296. I just don't like I don't like the sound of a V6. I hate V6s. They just sound like crap. I have yet to ever hear a V6 where I'm like, that sounds great. I'm V6. I actually think the flat six,
Straight six.
the
Yeah.
flat six and the straight six do sound good.
Yeah.
V6, they have a weird sound. It's part of the reason I freaking hate the Nissan GTR. It just, that V6 sound is just like irritating. It's like, it's like it's not sexy. It's not good.
Well, and it's got the whole connotation around it and everything. Like,
It's like we could have made a great engine,
Yeah.
but we decided to shorten it by 2 cylinders.
well, what would you rather deal with? That V6 or like a V10? Because V10.
I hate V10s.
V10 sound like trash.
There is almost no V10 on earth that I think sounds good. No offense, Lamborghini and Audi. Great content. If you had to buy a pre-1990 car, what would it be?
Actually, the R8 sound good.
No.
You put an exhaust on it, though.
Yes.
So not stop.
Yes.
That's an interesting question.
That's a great question.
Pre-1990
Pre-1990.
some Nissan. Probably like one of their.
I mean,
older
what's your
cars.
budget? Because
Or
like,
are you talking
Yes,
about like
I say,
supercars?
what
or
budget?
just-
Because like F40s are pre 1990.
What about a Supra?
Ooh, how about
But that's a straight six. And they have a weird sound to that particular. Everyone throws a turbo that's bigger than your mother on it.
Yeah, they make
There
those
was a
dyno
headlight, put a
queens.
turbo in there.
Yeah,
They sound so good.
for F35, I think you would get a mousetrap.
Wait, F358 engine is on old phone from Mr. Dan. Thank you.
And another $4. Thank you.
Viper is pretty cool. The Viper is cool, but I hate the sound of the engine.
Yeah,
I
never liked the Viper.
I love the look of the Viper. Oh man,
The newest Viper that nobody bought was the only Viper that I liked.
I think they're great. I just hate the sound of that V10. Just sounds like trash.
The best sounding Ferrari is 355.
Yeah, factory,
Factory.
street car,
Street car.
factory street car. Best sounding is 355. I would agree with that.
Jeff.
God damn it! What is with these stupid? Bye.
Hopefully we can get it before it.
Yeah, all right. Before they spam the hell out of you
Yeah,
guys.
there it goes.
Is Richard-
Yay.
is Richard on there?
I'm not sure if he is.
Well, he was.
I want to talk to him about that amazing stamp collection he has in Memphis. That's what I want to know.
Yes. See, agreed. Viper V10 sounds like trash. It just. I will say the what is it? The not the RT10, but the GTS sounds better than the RT10 because at least then you got the exhaust coming out near the same pipes, so it doesn't sound like two 5-cylinders like angry.
Fighting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the RT10 sounds like two really mad 5-cylinders that are just like, "Bah!" You're like,
How did that go?
"Bah!" It's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah. Best sounding 4-cylinder Alpha 4C. You might be on. Yeah, heck, that's a good. It's up there.
That's a quick car, actually.
Those are cool. I mean, they look great. I want to try one. I haven't driven one yet. I need to try one. Who's got a 4C? Let me drive one.
Your thoughts on 991 GT3 at 9K?
Oh, at 9,000 RPMs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds
Oh, yeah.
glorious.
Very much.
I love the naturally aspirated 991s. They sounds great. It's funny because the Porsche is so mechanical sounding because like I don't know what it is, like if they forgot insulation on the valve covers or something, but like the lifter's like
is it because it's flat and so?
Yeah, yeah, it's like-
yeah.
the lifter sounds like it's like holy crap. Like you start up and you think, is that piston slap? You know, you're like you hear it like going like the piston like rattling in there. It's just like holy
Transmission's rattling.
yeah, everything's just like like making all this noise, but then 9,000 you're like, oh yes. It's very good, very good.
I've never had the experience of driving on a track
I have.
on the street. Oh man.
I've driven a 991.2 GT3 in the track. It is. It's very
What's
good.
What's your favorite Porsche?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's a question for the Porsche tech.
Yeah, the Porsche Tech.
Yeah.
And follow up. What's
There
the
are
most
literally-
reliable Porsche? And the least reliable.
There are literally tens of people watching you right
Tens of
now.
people are gonna.
Hey, there's 73.
I'd say the next real
If I had to buy, if I was going to buy one, I would probably buy a 997.2 turbo.
Yeah.
That'd be the car I would buy.
Yeah.
Or
Or
my
997.2,
favorite
you said?
one, I mean, obviously, 918 is like, you know, I've driven one, you know, I've done a rear main, so I split one in half, you know.
I remember that
I've been
picture.
all
That
the
was
way-
a cool
I've
picture.
been all the way in a 918.
Nice. Nice.
I remember that
Most
picture. you sent.
unreliable is, you know, probably a little Panameras at this point. I mean, they're just like.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Intense.
I forget about all this stupid Porsche.
They're
Yeah.
crap.
They're
Yeah.
ugly too. They just
Oh,
they didn't
yeah.
make a good.
They're not aging well, I'll say that.
No.
They were ugly. When,
What's that?
Which car? Panamera. The old ones?
Yeah.
they were
What? SLS AMG best sounding 8? No. No, I'm sorry. No.
993. 993 C4. Yeah.
Porsche Tech needs to speak louder. Speak up.
Sorry.
Oh, that's for my wife.
Yeah.
I have to side with Adam. Anything 360 is not of interest to me. Oh, snap. Look, I'm just saying, and this is no offense, Stu, if you're watching. No offense, Stu. Oh, thank you. Getting on that. Quick. Got to get on the.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. For the money, you spend a lot of money and you get a 360, and then you have to spend a lot of money maintaining it. Or you take that money maintaining it and you buy a 430, you have 100 more horsepower, no belt service. I personally think it looks better.
And it definitely sounds better.
Definitely sounds better, definitely more reliable, definitely faster.
Or selling a great one right now.
The only reason I would,
Yeah, a really good one.
I just feel like the 430 is just so much better for not that much more money.
No, absolutely.
Unless maintenance.
Yeah, and it's a,
Yeah.
and honestly,
Or buy a Porsche and drive it. My man. My man.
I'm not trying to crap on the 360.
Yeah, you can drive a 430.
Yeah, that's the thing is I feel like the 360. Here's the other thing: the 360s are 5 years older, so they're gonna have more problems just based on age alone. Not even the fact that they have the belts.
And if you buy a Spider, like Stu
So,
has more
here's-
problems with this convertible top than anything.
He's a really good sad about that. He's on. Here's the thing: every problem a 430 has, the 360 has, except for the 360 has more problems.
And it's slower.
So, oh, what the exhaust on Jeff's F355? Jeff has the Capristo, and he has, I think, aftermarket headers and cat deletes.
God, this thing sounds like an F1. Oh,
It is,
dude,
honestly,
it's loud.
It is
But
one
it
of
sounds good.
it is one of the best sounding cars I've ever heard in person. Period. Like driving it, the sound is so intoxicating. What is going on tonight? We've got some serious, yeah. Did you see that Coda is going to start selling car condos? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
awesome.
they've been saying that for a while, though. Has there actually been any movement on that happening?
Oh, look! Hey, this is for you.
I don't know what-
Who's the good-looking king bald guy in the back?
That would be me.
That is awesome. Oh, so I guess we have a lot of new people now because it's 75 people. So this is Matt. And
It's hard to see me.
this
behind
is
you.
Chris, aka bald sexy guy. Not to be mistaken with big sexy. And that's Pietro. Yeah,
I
over
got
there.
it. I'm pointing. Right there.
Thanks. And Pietro is one of the co-founders of the Garage Queen. And Chris is just a super fan. And then
Borderline stalker.
yeah. And then,
Borderline, yeah.
I'm not sure if I can point to him correctly. Matt is Adam's friend,
Yep.
and he knows Porsches.
We're racing teammates.
There you go.
Find us online.
I'm almost out of alcohol in this thing.
But you have a Miller Lite there. You have piss water.
I can follow it up. I'll chase this with this.
It's the best American piss water you can find.
Yeah, state.
Right? Cheers. He's driving fine.
I like your friend.
So I asked him the other day. I was like, "Hey, what beer would you like me to pick up for you? Like, meaning any beer that
Yeah.
you want."
Whatever. IPAs, expensive
Yeah.
beer.
Miller Lite. I'm like, God, why would you
Hey,
want that?
man. Yes.
I was like, you and Dan will be BFFs.
Oh, man. I like your friend. Now, either our chat broke or no one's commenting because no one said anything in quite a while.
Awkward.
Yeah. Someone say something.
Eat a cannoli, that'll get some clicks.
There you go.
Would you guys like a cannoli? We have some.
Provocative.
Yes, we have cannoli.
What's this?
Those are, they have like coffee something.
Oh, coffee in there?
But that's a cannoli. Connolly's good. And then
This is about to get rated R.
and then we have what are these called? Tarts.
It's still nobody's.
I think we lost connection or
No,
something.
hold on. Let me.
Something's up because no one said
Hold on,
anything.
hold on. Let me pull it up.
Hello? There's no way anyone. No, it's broken. All right, I'm gonna close it, reopen it.
Maybe the chat thing.
Oh yeah, look at it. It's totally.
Oh yeah.
My chat window died. Mo, there it goes.
Gabe said we can see the chat.
Yeah, our chat window died.
Yeah, our chat. Thanks, Gabe.
Thanks, Gabe. Hold on, I'm gonna get the window restored. Oops.
How long were we just like talking random?
We're talking to
nonsense?
ourselves and no one's saying anything. Yeah.
Talking cannolis.
We're professionals here.
Adam, you gotta really grip that thing.
Wait, EA team. If
Cup it.
hold on. I want to hold you. I want to hold you to this one. If Dan ever gets a Porsche, I will get a Ferrari.
But the problem is I can't afford one.
Oh wait, you got
No, EA team.
Oh.
EA team says that. If
Oh, who's EA team?
I don't know who you are, but I hate to tell you, but you're gonna buy a Ferrari. Because like on our business plan, it has right in there like Porsche. I'm just saying.
I think he means for personal use.
Oh, not for bit. Does it count if my company buys it?
Spiral Cayenne. Turbo or GTS or something.
God no. No. If I'm gonna buy a Porsche, I'm gonna buy a proper Porsche.
Don't buy Volkswagen.
Yeah, no kidding.
And say that.
Hold on. Depend fun for
Why you-
Grandpa Dan. The clock is ticking. What are you trying to say, bro? That ain't cool.
Man, Mousetrap is feisty tonight.
No kidding. Jeez.
The turbo's quick.
God.
Yeah. I like that.
Everyone's
First
going
gen because
Porsche.
actually Porsche,
No.
Whereas second gen kind of went a little too much out.
Which one?
Second
Not
gen.
quite as good as this.
Yeah, it's,
Porsche made the V6
Yeah.
for the turbo, the 3-liter, and then the new one is 2.9 and 3.5.
Test. Your test came
I
through.
think the original GT Cayman GT4 for the price.
Cayman
Cayman.
is one of the best driving cars ever. It's a mid-engine.
I mean, it's gonna be a good driving car.
GT4 is crazy.
I would love-
Yeah,
I
those
would
are
love
those are very cool.
I want-
fast car.
I want to drive a GT4.
The original GT4.
John, remember owning a Porsche is an experience like owning a Ferrari is.
16.
Yeah, it's
That's
just not as exciting an experience.
That's a nice.
It's way more exciting.
Yeah. Porsche, they're fun cars.
Oh, here we go. Would you buy the new Z06 if it didn't look like a box? Yeah, actually, I think they're gonna be awesome. I like the new Z06.
I've driven around 96.
Let's see, 360 Stradale or 430?
430.
But they're
430.
quick.
I mean,
430.
From a financial perspective, I love the Stradale,
But it's a 360.
Porsche through and through cars are very reliable.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing.
It's when they start branching out, they.
yeah, like a whole conversation.
I know.
Sorry, guys, sorry.
No, that's cool. Oh, someone said like driving an oversized Beetle.
Yeah.
That's
Accurate.
That's a low blow.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly.
Z8, Z06 is going to be awesome. I agree.
The flower face.
I really want to see the new Z06. I think it's going to be great. Like,
C8.
kudos to Corvette. Like, they did a good job.
I saw one at Bucky's the other day.
Just C8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
There's a lot.
Drive around in
There's a
Austin.
lot.
They're everywhere. You can't throw a rock without hitting one.
Yeah.
Now. Does anyone think Dan will ever get a Porsche like his wiser brother? You know, Dave actually sold his Porsche.
Yeah.
Really?
My brother changed teams.
He
He
went
won
to
Aston.
he went to Team Aston.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
more than all
Which one did you get?
He got a Vantage,
Really?
the new one, the new body style.
Was he not liking the Taycan or?
He liked the Taycan, but he said it just was lacking emotion.
Yeah, I can
Electric cars,
understand
electric cars don't have the same emotion. They just don't.
It's a commuter car.
And
It's a commuter car with a little bit of.
you're gonna cry. So I had a long phone call with my brother, and he was talking about events here,
Oh, Ben, yeah.
and he was like, I went out and test drove the new 911 Carrera, whatever. He's like, it just didn't have emotion. It was kind of boring.
992.
I was like, yeah, it is. Because it's just like every other Porsche.
He set that up. He had that in his head going.
Yeah, 100%. Dan, get a Ferrari 458 challenge car? Why? They're horrible. It's a race car. Like, okay, so I know YouTube has this thing where like people are like, race car, yay!
None of you people watch races.
And none of you have driven a race car. They suck ass. They're horrible. Absolutely horrible.
What did one YouTuber have a 458?
Yeah. No, like Stravaman bought a 430 challenge car. And it's like, dude, that thing is a miserable, horrible car
Yeah.
to drive around. Like, people don't get it. These cars,
Top Gear did that with an Aston Martin
Yeah.
race car.
it's horrible.
Somebody drove
It's not pleasant.
a 430 challenge in the city, like on the street, and they said it was garbage.
Why?
Yeah, because
It's not-
driving
It
around
doesn't mirror.
a race car on the street sucks
Race
ass.
cars are designed to go fast. If they're not going fast, they're terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Ben, race cars suck nuts on the street. Trust me. Yeah, exactly. They're horrible. Yeah, exactly. Race cars are meant to be driven on a racetrack.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's no insulation, so it gets
Yeah, they're loud as
unbelievably
shit.
hot.
They're hot. They're annoying.
You hear
they-
every little rock that
They're
hits the
physically
front side.
exhausting.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot of effort to drive them. You have to concentrate. No. Yeah, you can't drive up any curb at all. Like,
Yeah.
if you sneeze wrong, it'll like go off the road. No.
Daily guy.
Yeah, exactly. And all these dumb people out there like, race car. No. I'm telling you what, the older you get, the more you're like, I want those Daytona seats because they're really squishy.
Well, we were talking about that in my truck, like people that make their trucks really loud.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, yeah. People are like, when I bought my truck, they're like, hey, you gonna put a loud exhaust in that truck? I'm like, no. It's awesome. It's quiet as shit. We were talking about, like, it's so pleasant. We can have a conversation, just drive it down the road.
Big like tractor trailer stacks out of the trunk.
Oh, God, yeah. No.
People that do that are something else.
Yeah, exactly. Race cars wander all over the road because of the toe in. Yeah. They're twitchy as hell. You sneeze, you barely touch the steering wheel. It's like, ah!
Yeah.
That's race car. No. Ferrari F1 V10 car sounds best in the world. They're up there. The old V10s are pretty awesome. Race car seats suck for fat people. True story.
All seats suck for fat people.
Mhm.
I don't know. My truck's pretty comfortable. I'm a fatty.
That's a bench.
I guess real race cars need a real
not bad.
driver. Bait. I was surprised by how quiet that diesel Ram is in person. Amen. Isn't that amazing? Oh, Plumber Man. Hell yeah. So I think that people who have Ferraris and Lamborghinis that say they don't need a radio in their cars are full of shit. Totally agree. Well, or they've never actually driven their car more than an hour.
Yeah.
Because like if you drive like on a road trip more than 2-3 hours and you have no radio and all you hear is brrrr the whole time, you're like,
Loud exhausts are great in the city when you're going through the RPM range a lot
yes.
because you get to hear the RPM change.
No,
Yeah.
and when you're playing, you got the
It's
windows
fantastic.
down,
Yeah.
driving through the mountains, and you can hear that awesome sound. You're up at like 7,000 RPMs, and it's just glorious. But when you're like sitting in traffic at a stoplight, it's like, you're like, oh God, kill me. Oh God, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
and then you get out of the car and your ears are ringing.
But that's assuming you can figure out how to work the Becker radio.
Well, that's why every 430 on Earth should have an aftermarket.
But mine doesn't, and I hate it.
What? Why do you still have the
The
factory?
California radio's horrible.
Yeah.
It was the old Chrysler unit.
Oh,
They're horrible.
they're horrible.
They had Bluetooth. I
Yeah.
still hook up.
No. Yes, Bluetooth.
I hook up one of the Bluetooth things. It's the AV port. It's the aux port. So I pick a channel like 80 point.
Oh, with the
so
FM
I-
thing?
with the F, that's how I do it because it's.
Oh yeah, Fred's like one thing better than the 458 radio is the F8's radio. 100%. They
Sure they-
dramatically improved the infotainment in the F8.
They put a reputable radio in there.
Well, I'm gonna call it reputable, but it's better.
The Roma still sounds ridiculous.
The Roma is
Sounds ridiculous.
honestly the Roma is like
You could daily drive it.
the Roma is exceptional. I think it's amazing. Even though it's a turbo car, it sounds glorious. It's a great car. Yeah. Do Porsches handle better than Ferraris? I mean,
oh, Lord.
That's so subjective.
right?
Yeah.
Which Porsche and which Ferrari? Yeah, okay. A Porsche 992 GT3 will kick the shit out of a 355,
Yeah.
but a Porsche, a Ferrari, LaFerrari is gonna kick the shit out of a Porsche. What, like a 930 turbo? Like, yeah, those are awesome. I want one.
What's it?
Comparable
That
P
can't be
car
bad.
to F car.
What? What? Comparable P car and F car? Well, like when? I mean,
What do you say?
comparing.
Trying to figure out what handles better, a Ferrari or a Porsche. Comparable, like two comparable models. But I'm sure that there's some generations where
Let's go to
Ferrari
the-
got it
let's
right,
go to
and there's
the
some
year.
generations where
So
Ferrari got
Yeah,
it
the
right.
problem is
The
like
Porsche got it
Do it 997.
997s would be like
versus
430, possibly crossing into the 458 area. What year were the 997s?
right.
997 went
08 to
2010, right?
So that's 430.
12, yeah, 08 to 12.
12 is a split year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it depends. Early 997s would be 430. Late 997s would be 458.
And then when they went to PDK, that transmission was better.
They didn't do that in the 997, did they?
The later ones had
PDK?
yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
The 997 was the first one.
So that it's a better
right?
transmission.
Yeah. So PDK,
Is a phenomenal.
yeah,
transmission.
is great.
PDK is a great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Porsche went above
Compared to the
and
F1, it's like night and day.
Yeah. So like a PDK 997 is gonna kick the shit out of a 430,
But not
But-
a 458.
but not a 458.
Not for
But the 458 chassis is just such a better chassis.
The suspension and geometry and everything
Yeah.
is just really good. So it's I don't know. It all varies,
Then
right?
you have different levels of Porsche.
458
too.
versus
Turbo,
GT3.
You have GT3.
But it depends when.
Ferraris have 458.
Okay, F430
Yeah.
versus here we go. F430 versus 911 GT3 997. I'm gonna say the GT3 is gonna
What's
be
430?
yeah.
Especially what's 430? Scuderia.
well.
That's how
Okay.
you compare it.
Yeah, if you're comparing GT3 versus the Scud,
Scott.
it's gonna be really close.
Yeah.
But it's gonna depend what you like. I don't know. They're both gonna be awesome.
So you can't compare any GT3 to a Speciale, like a 458.
It's because that's really what it is. The GT3s are the equivalent of Speciale, Scuderia, Pista, whatever. That's the top, the creme de la creme 97.
It's talking about a CGT.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Where
I have, yes.
I haven't experienced a cold start though.
I have, yes.
Oh, and a CGT.
That's because you worked on it before.
Isn't that car like impossible if you go on the road? You get on it.
I mean, they're supposed to be a nightmare.
Well,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Dude, talking to
it's
Jeff
even more
Mosley.
impossible to get him on a fucking excuse me, rack.
Really?
Quack quack.
yeah. So Mosing has one, and he took it out on the track, and he was like, "That thing is a handful of drives."
He's like, nope.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, jeez, that thing was keeping him real busy." And he drives actual
IMSA,
race cars
yeah.
and IMSA and stuff. So, if he's having trouble, I'm sure I would crash it.
I would love to drive one to see if it's really
They
a
get
great
really
like you can't
Yeah.
compare.
There's
like,
certain
it's-
cars, yeah, people like get this mythical status.
Yeah,
of
that's
cars.
what I'm saying.
You want to try it, be like, is it really that?
I don't
awesome?
think that it would be. Have you ever drive a car?
You know why that car got that
Well,
reputation.
because of Paul Walker. Yeah.
What is drive? You know what I mean? Like,
On the road,
you don't
not
get to
doing
like
that.
take a customer's car out for pumping.
No,
It's not
No,
right.
he was
Yeah.
passenger,
passenger.
but they only crashed because of tires.
Yeah, apparently they were like really old tires.
They were original tires.
That's sad that Paul Walker was dead due to somebody not replacing tires.
That's why every time I do, every consultation I do, I'm like, hey, check the date codes on your tires.
It's just
6-year-old
amazing how many
tires.
people have
please.
no idea there's a date code on a tire.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because I think it's because it's not. It's
Well, because
week of the year.
when you're driving like a Honda Civic,
it's true. You're
it
wearing
doesn't-
them out long before.
don't give a
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you know. But like when you drive a Ferrari, it's sat in the garage for the last 8 years,
Yes.
and it's only got 3,000 miles.
I
And
have
I'm like,
a lot of clients that I have too in the same.
and I love how they're like, oh, it's still got plenty of tread depth. I'm like, yeah,
Who
great.
cares?
Let's look a little closer at all the cracks that are forming.
Yeah, exactly
There's
right.
like one YouTuber that has to get his tires changed all the time because it's like 100 miles every 3 years on his car.
Wait, what?
All of them. Who's that guy in LA?
100 miles.
Like he just 20 miles on his car, so he gets his tires changed every like other year. Manny, is that his name?
Oh, Benny Koshman or whatever?
Yeah, he's always getting tires changed.
Well, because he doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
So good for him. Like tires,
Always getting tires changed.
tires are the only thing between you and the road.
Yes.
Truest statement.
When
you've ever-
when people cheap out on tires, I'm like, you're an idiot. It's the
Yeah.
one thing you should never cheap out on, ever.
Gotta save that money.
Michelin or Pirelli?
Michelin.
Michelin.
Michelin. Yeah.
I'm Italian. It hurts me to say that. but-
I know, right? Right, I know.
It's very true.
You're like, probably P0. Oh, God, really? Come on.
Pirellis are trash.
I've had.
Sorry, but Pirellis are
No,
Like,
trash.
I've gone
They're
through.
not trash.
They're
but
just
they're
not as good.
They're not like as good as Michelin.
They're not as good. No, I would say I wouldn't call them trash. Because
They're
But I
like-
will say
They're
this:
better than a lot, but
Yeah.
they're not Michelin.
if you're going to have a car that you're not going to drive, instead of Michelin's going to last you a lot longer. Pirellis are garbage after not driving like
oh,
2
dude,
years. A
the
year,
turns are
they're garbage.
bricks.
They're just it's garbage.
I put Pirellis on my 430, and I noticed an improvement because they had the original tires from the previous owner,
Oh,
and then I wore those out and I put the Michelin's on.
And you're like, oh my god.
I didn't know it could be that good. The super-
right? Right?
Just,
it was a big difference, huge difference.
You know what's funny is I love how on the Michelin's, like the last 3/10 are like designed to be like, okay, we're still gonna survive in the rain, but we're not gonna really give you traction. It's like my rear tires on my Ford Vader at that point. It's like you stab the gas and it's just like,
do you have cups on? What do you have?
no, God no, PS4s.
Yes,
I used to run the Cup 2s and they are race tires. They are not
They're
How many
street
miles are you
legal.
getting out of cup twos?
like 5,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and God bless you if you get in the rain.
Yep.
Oh my God, Cup 2s in the rain are like,
They're street legal.
You're just like,
race car tires.
please, Lord Jesus, help me get to my house, which is only 3 miles away. Versus the 4S's, you're like, yeah, it's raining. Eh.
The 4S's have been godsend.
They're
They have been.
Yeah.
straight up. It is the best street tire on earth.
What is?
The 4S.
Yeah.
Ben,
Period.
are you still here? Are you the one that put the freaking Kuma Soto tires on the M3?
What?
Yeah, the M3 we bought from him. That's some.
Did you buy some generic shit, Ben? I have to give you some credit. Oh, mousetrap. At the most, you're only about the size of 2x hands per wheel touching the ground. So tire are important. With a regular car, so it must for a supercar. Exactly. Yeah. 500-600 horsepower. You know what? I'm gonna buy some shitty tires.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah. And then we stab the gas. Like, why is it spinning? Oh, it's a
Vince
previous
said
owner.
there's the previous owner.
That's like Usain Bolt running in Timberwolves.
Right, exactly. You say Bolt running in like flip flops.
Yeah. Crocs.
Yeah.
I bought the best ones.
Yeah.
I bought the nice crop. They said they were waterproof. All
I
right,
had
guys.
Kumasotos on the Porsche at one point, and I was like,
You
yeah,
did, and I almost cried. I almost cried. When you sent me that picture, I almost cried.
I won't do it anymore.
I will give. Okay,
I almost unfriended you.
I may get a little flack for this, but I will say the Continental Extreme
Nope.
Contact
Continental sucks.
are
No,
actually.
I disagree. You say that a lot, but I disagree.
Those are actually good.
They're decent tires.
They're not
They,
going to
they
be.
must have finally got
No,
better.
the Extreme Contact. The Extreme Contact Sport are
They
actually.
developed those with the Continental Series, IMSA Series.
Those
They
are-
did a really good.
Those
job.
are great cheap tires. If
Yes.
if you're gonna cheap out on tires, that's the tire to get. Don't-
Bridgestone.
There is no good.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
I would put them on before Pirellis.
I wouldn't.
No.
Wait, Bridgestone?
P0s are okay.
No, BBN.
Every Bridgestone I've ever seen looks like the ocean. It's like
It's like
Like the ocean.
But Bridgestone used to be Formula 1 tire.
I'm trying to think what the
Oh, then I only use Michelin PS4s now. The new Porsche had 2013 dated tires. Yikes. So then I dealer put on new PS4s before he drove it home. 1,000 miles. Good move. Smart man. That's why you're alive today.
yeah.
I had the Conti and Extreme Contact DW on the Z28 for the last 4 years.
yeah, I think
They're pretty good. Yeah,
I think
exactly.
they're decent
4
tires.
years.
I know you seem to have I don't know why.
I had Continental tires and they were complete crap. Maybe they finally started making better tires.
That tire is pretty decent. What do you think of the Ferrari 458 versus the 991.2 GT2 RS? I mean, that's like
You're taking a
different
top
generations.
Yeah.
level- and you're taking a top level Porsche.
It's like 10 years apart. So, I mean, I would rather own the 458 because I like the 458. But I think here's the thing: people love to talk about like the GT2s and GT3s. They are miserable on the street. It is a freaking race car. So I can drive my 458 comfortably 1,000 miles. Please go try and drive 1,000 miles in a GT2
I
RS.
told you this right over GT3.
What?
So I was going to buy a 2008 GT3. Brought it home to show my wife because obviously she has
What's
safe, final say. So I bring it home and take her literally around the cul-de-sac. She's like, this thing sounds like the doors are gonna fall off. 'Cause it was just so loud. And she instantly nixed it. She was not a big fan of it.
Yep.
Immediately.
No, people don't get the
Those
GT2s
are-
and GT3s are basically street legal race cars.
I will say the GT2 feels more street car than a GT3.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a souped up turbo.
GT3s, you start them up cold and drive them, and you sound like you're leaving parts behind you. You know, with the GT2s.
And that's not the look. I'm not trying to say they're not amazing cars. I'm just saying they're really not the same thing
Well, why did they make the GTS? I never understood that.
I don't know.
because they needed more acronyms, letters.
I feel like they had the 4S, and then
Well, because you have to have something with center locks. It's not a GT.
yeah,
You know,
so that's
for poor SOBs like me who have to manhandle this stupid.
All right, guys. It
Yeah.
is 5 after. We're gonna call it quits. So, real quick again, if you happen to be in town for F1 and you would like to come here on Saturday, email us if you haven't already. There's probably not really any room for you to come, but we'll see what we can do. And otherwise, we'll be doing this again next Thursday. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
And that's what I do for tonight.
Yeah.
So
Have
thanks
a good night.
thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining. And thanks to all the donators.
We really appreciate that part of it. See you guys.
Bye.